Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Brian Seymour.
And today is a different day.
Yeah. Normally, we've got the books and the acrylics that we go through painstakingly, and then we do the honorable mentions last.
Yeah.
This week, though.
No.
Yeah.
If you could have been here to hear us discuss what we're going to talk about as our last and final book, you would understand why this has to happen.
Yeah.
It would be a disservice to you because our energy would drop all the way down.
It really would.
To talk about anything else. So we're going to start on the honorable mention side, and we're going to work our way up to the acrylic. Let's see how we like that. That might be a thing.
That could be a thing.
We might try.
We'll find out.
All right, so I've got 3. You've got 2.
I've got 2 because the remaining 4 books I was going to read to choose from, I didn't because
you read it after.
Yeah.
See, you gotta balance this, man. It's like a meal. Like you can't. You gotta know which size to eat. You ate all your meat, and then you're like, "Oh God, there's a bunch of fries here. I don't want those. They're cold now." All right, I'm gonna start on my end since I got 3 of them up here. We'll get through mine real quick-ish. Bitterroot number 2. All-star cast right here in terms of the creative talent. We got David Walker, we've got Colin Brown, we've got Sanford Green, and what makes this so amazing, or Chuck Brown, I'm sorry, I said Colin Brown. Chuck Brown, what makes this so amazing is this is picking up like, I don't know if it's been a full month yet since the first issue.
Oh, like actually in real time?
Yeah, in real time. I don't know if it's actually been a full
sooner
month.
than that.
I do too. Yeah, like it totally feels sooner than that. And the first issue sold out at Diamond, so clearly there's some interest in this. I mean, I don't know if there was a rush because of that, but that's a smart move. Rather than reproducing issue 1, you come through with issue 2, so there's more content. So that way, when that reprint comes, the train is still going. Like from a marketing standpoint, as a publishing, sort of, purview, that's a smart move. Like that's really, really smart. And I commend those guys for putting it out there. Fun book. Definitely like the vibe of it all. Very, it's like Ghostbusters meets. That might be a little too heavy. Because I was good. Ghostbusters meets A Color Purple. There we go. Okay. That's where I'm going with that. There it is. Have at it. Yes. What you got, sir?
I'll go with DC Vertigo's newest offering, Goddess Mode number 1.
Yes.
We got Zoe Quinn, Robbie Rodriguez, Rico Renzi doing the stuff. It's kind of like a cyberpunkish sort of thing.
Right.
It takes place in a distant future. Artificial intelligence, like an internet that you can be in, kind of like the Oasis in that movie that
Ready Player One.
Yeah, that keeps playing over here at the shop. And so this woman she's hacked into the system and she works for the company, but she's like trying to do some things that kind of like are for her family.
Right.
And ends up, because of her skills, thrust into this position where she's being hired to deal with other hackers. So it's kind of interesting. There's definitely a video game vibe to it for some of the different aspects of it.
I love the kind of Gem and the Holograms style characters here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, visually appealing. There are a couple of scenes that were like visually a little bit too much for me with the stuff going on in the background. But overall, an interesting book. I'll check out issue 2.
I think this is Robbie Rodriguez's first work over at DC since hopping ship from doing the Spider-Gwen stuff.
I believe so.
Ooh. I did try to read it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get through it. It was like the wrong vibe for me.
There's a lot thrown at you very quickly.
Yeah, it was too dense. To keep me going.
Yeah.
Like the artwork is so kinetic and then the words are such a slow burn. It was like it was fighting. Yeah. I was like, I've got other stuff to read. Let me just keep moving. One of the things that I actually got through, Hit Girl. Ooh! Okay, so Raphael in this one. So we got Albuquerque and Scavone. Again, Hit Girl in Rome. This is one of those things where you're like, it's Hit Girl. You're probably gonna get sacrilegious. Yeah. There are fighting nuns. The angels that they refer to are probably Hell's Angels. Lots of people get shot, murdered, dead. Like if that's what you're looking for,
look no further.
And it's pretty. Like that's the other thing is like you're like, oh man, it's all kinds of like stuff blown up, but then it's like shot with like cubic like sort of detail, and you're like, oh wow, that's so beautiful. Oh my God, that's an eye. Like it's perfect. It's good. Read that twice.
Another new offering from DC. It's the miniseries Batman Who Laughs, Scott Snyder and Jock. or the two big creators on it.
Here's my thing, because I totally understand. The Batman Who Laughs is probably one of the best things to come out of Dark Knight's Metal.
Right. Yeah.
Are we already at a risk of too much The Batman Who Laughs?
Maybe.
Okay.
Like it's one, like I don't. Well, the thing is, I don't know what I went into it expecting.
Okay.
But there's another Bruce Wayne's body is found that our Bruce Wayne is trying to figure out where it came from, but then somehow Joker, like there's a
that is a lot already, man.
It's kind of confusing. There's one part in particular where I'm like, is there a page missing?
Ooh.
So
you never want to ask that question.
Yeah. So it was kind of weird. Like, it was one that I really wanted to like, but I didn't, and I feel almost bad because the character is so freaking cool.
I mean, visually speaking, have we seen a character this cool since Venom?
No, this thing is amazing. So maybe it's just the first issue, and maybe Scott is throwing a lot at us, and that he can then deconstruct thread by thread throughout the rest of the miniseries.
Okay. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But it is one that I also advance reordered. So,
I mean, you're in it. You're in it. Okay. Yeah. So help my man out and come buy some books.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we're going to say. Even if you don't love it, decoupage something. Yeah. It's the holiday season. How many other people aren't up on The Batman Who Laughs yet? Give the gift that keeps on laughing at you.
Mm-hmm. Well, it bleeds you out.
Yeah, I was going to say until you die.
Yeah.
That's nothing says loving like that. All right, so I'm back on Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, here's my confession. Okay, Humberto Ramos is a fantastic artist.
Yes.
I don't like his Spider-Man.
Really?
There's something about it's too heavy for me. Like in terms of its style. Like design-wise, he's awesome, but his Spider-Man, it just doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Not my Spider-Man. Yeah. No disrespect to the man. Awesome artist. Just I'm not as huge fan of his Spider-Man. Ryan Otley's back. I love Ryan Otley.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying. All right. So Nick Spencer is the writer, and what's funny is my buddy Mike, because I teased Mike before, and I'm gonna tease him again. He of course was like, "Oh man, it looks too much like Invincible." So it's funny. J. Jonah Jameson kind of looks like Nolan, Invincible's dad, and so yeah, I'm back on. Okay, leave me alone. I miss Invincible. Robert K. took it away from me. Thanks, Bobby K. I gotta jump on Spidey whenever I can, just because of it.
It's great.
But no, it's a beginning of a new story arc. So it's real fun. You see the twist of things. J. Jonah has always been a certain type of character when it comes to Spidey. Things have changed due to the last arc, and seeing how this is all kind of going forward, hilarity, absolute hilarity. I think the voice of this is perfect. And not to mention, I've already seen Into the Spider-Verse, so I'm really Spider-Man heavy right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, I had to work.
I know. That's what I feel so bad about that. To like really feel bad for my want of consumption. I saw it at the Linux at 11:30, and apparently there was a 2:00 screening at the Marcus, and I got mad that I missed that one. I went to the one at 11:30 and got mad that I didn't get to see the other one. That's how awesome this movie is. So
that's amazing.
You gotta see this movie, man.
And this week, comic-wise, we got Amazing Spider-Man, but we also have Miles Morales #1. So
it's right there. Like they planned it. Just saying.
I think it's time for the acrylics.
Yes. We'll start at the top, work our way down.
Sure.
Sounds good. What did you have first?
Let's see. My one that was solo was Empty Man by Cullen Bunn. I went back. Why? Why would you do this? It's not as bleak as the first issue. It's still a horror show.
No, that first issue was wrong.
Yeah. Well, we now have a name. All right. All right, so the Empty Man is a potential virus or supernatural thing going on where people begin hurting themselves and hurting other people, and then they see things, hallucinate about. All right, so the weird group in the first issue, so in the first issue, there are these people wandering around that were interacting with people who have experienced Empty Man but haven't gone full Empty Man yet. They now have a name, the Whispering Oracles.
Oh my God, that's so metal.
It is, it really is. And you find out one of the police that's investigating sees things, so she has the Empty Man. Like, if you like bleak stuff that is not happy, there is no good ending whatsoever, and you want to be constantly traumatized by visuals, Empty Man's your book.
It's The Mist all over again.
Right,
man.
it totally
Like,
is.
Ah!
Except you get to watch the end on repeat. So, I love it, but that's the kind of degenerate human being that I am. It's just...
Well,
so what did you read?
I read Superman, okay? I read Superman. I needed some light in my life because some people want to dwell in the darkness. No, okay, so while I'm like, oh yeah, Superman is going to be light. Roggle, right? Versus Superman versus Zod. That happens in this. Now, the initial artwork, sparse on the backgrounds, just so you focus on the action. Ivan Reyes, listen, Brian Bendis is a fantastic artist in his own right. I know he shed tear when these pages came in. Yeah. I know he did. On the pencils, they look fantastic. When the colors, I might have slapped somebody. Like, I just would have walked all around Portland just slapping the crap out of anybody that I walked by. And they'd be like, why? Superman. Get it. There are things that I want to say that are spoilerific, so I won't.
Understood.
The fight doesn't go the way I thought, nor necessarily how I wanted.
Interesting.
Yes. I'm very excited to see where this continues, though. It's very interesting. So, yeah, this was, Roggle versus Zod versus Superman. Like, if that was a 6-minute animated movie,
it'd be a bestseller.
Yeah, completely. And you can make the argument, it's like, oh, it's only 6 minutes because while this fight seems drastic and crazy, it all happens at super speed. And you're like, oh my God.
It would crash iTunes from all the downloads.
Dude, somebody make this, please. I got the Hulk versus Superman fight. This one. Just throwing it out there. Just double up on the Supermans, turn Hulk into Roggle. There you go. Okay, what else you got?
Okay, so we both did a book that we'll get to.
Yes.
But William Gibson's Aliens 3.
Yes.
And this, for those that aren't familiar with it, William Gibson, author of Neuromancer and other cyberpunk thrillers, had written the original script for the third Aliens movie.
I really need to understand why. That's what this is missing. It's missing the commentary to explain why this wasn't used.
Right, because I'm actually the first issue I was upset.
Right.
Like, okay, the third one's kind of meh. Comic's pretty decent. Now with this issue, I am actively angry that this wasn't the movie because it is a huge chess match on like the corporate and political level.
Yes.
And there's two groups that one has Bishop,
right,
the android, and they also have the xenomorph.
Right.
And both sides are trying to get the other.
Right. They want to like basically acquire what the other one has, and they're playing this chess game. It's so not sci-fi alien, which makes it great.
Right.
Like,
and the entire time, there's that time bomb. There's a xenomorph that is going to go berserko xenomorphy.
We know it.
Yeah.
That's the part, like, oh my God. Yeah. That's, you're right. You're absolutely right. Like, that's the part where you've got the political intrigue, but literally the outside irony where you're like,
because nobody
you guys don't even
knows.
know.
Yeah.
You guys don't even know.
Yeah.
So, there are revelations that they make into this that I think are very interesting for what the alien mythos would have carried on with.
Right.
Like, very, very interesting.
Yeah. And instead we got Aliens 3.
Which then gave us Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, so, that kind of sucked. The comic is amazing, though.
No,
like I really highly recommend it.
Really, really good. Yeah. Like, if you are a hardcore Alien fan,
you need this in your life.
This definitely needs to. I almost want to know, man, can we watch the movies and then read this and just create a brand new
Almost
thing?
could, because this is one picks up right after two.
Exactly. But I mean, like, can we do that as the fans? Like, this is our machete cut where we take out Alien 3, the theatrical, and on, and just keep moving forward with this.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
I mean, I'm just saying, Buffy season 29, same thing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Which brings us to this. Okay, so Magic Order is one. It's the first one of Mr. Miller's
yes
things for Netflix,
right?
And it's a 6-issue. There's no reprints. You have
why is this only 6, man? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's okay. So the penultimate issue ships this week, and I'm trying to figure out. I think our Patreon is going to be free this week.
Yeah.
So any Patreon followers, we will hook you up with something. We apologize, but this is one that we want to discuss.
We have no choice.
With spoilers.
Yeah.
And obscenities.
Yeah, lots of all.
So the embattled Moonstone family.
Yeah.
Is moving along, and the siblings and have finally mobilized Gabriel.
Right.
Gabriel's on board.
Yes.
They're going to execute the strike against Madame Albany, and then
This issue happens
this issue happens.
to you.
Go.
Yeah.
Go forth to your local shop. You hit them up, and you will buy all the issues that you can if in sequential order. If they don't have them, go to the onlines and then buy them because you want to. This is an amazing, stupid, good book.
It doesn't make any sense. This book, it hurts your feelings.
Yeah.
In a way.
Mhm.
Like, it ain't right, man. Okay, you guys already know, huge Mark Miller fan. I had predicted like a theory of what I thought was going to
And
happen.
it's a good theory.
Thank you. I
a very
tried.
good theory.
I did try. It wasn't right.
Yeah.
I wasn't 100% off.
Mhm.
I just wasn't right.
Yep.
But man, was I not right. Like, I was so not right, it kicks you in the nethers and you taste it. Like, you just,
Oh, that's the left one.
oh, okay. I missed. This makes Magic Order probably one of the darkest books Mark has ever done.
Yeah, this is the Red Wedding issue. And if you haven't read or watched Game of Thrones and have no idea what I'm talking about, I mouth breathed. Like, I sat there just like
Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
mustache catching particles in the air. Just like,
It's emotional.
Mhm.
We really get a view of our villain in
Mhm.
this one, and what makes it
the real villain.
the
real
real
villain. That's
villain. And at the same time, when you say it like that,
Mhm.
it's an act of disrespect because you totally understand.
Yeah.
We're not even saying like on a, oh, well, I guess, philosophically Magneto's right.
Yeah.
Magneto hasn't been right
Yeah.
since this.
Yeah.
Like, this is more right as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Like, just on so many levels, I'm
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
If that's what stands in between what I want,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Actually, let's just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Because we've
Yeah.
got the Patreon
Yeah.
that we're going to
Yeah,
do for
yeah,
free.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
we
yeah,
will,
yeah.
if you're so inclined,
You need to be.
yeah.
Trust.
Yeah, I super recommend hitting up all of your local shops. If in your locale they don't have this book, go online. I'll probably throw some copies of #1 up on our eBay store just in case. But oh my god,
Just stay tuned. We're going to drop another one so y'all can see what we're talking about.
yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. So if thus far you've liked what you've seen,
Yeah.
subscribe.
Click that button,
Mhm.
the bell. We'll notify you. We'll tell you.
Yep.
Even though every week we're up here. Every week.
But you'll know.
But you'll know.
You'll know.
We'll tell you because we want you to know.
And we're on the march to 1,000.
Oh
so
my
we got about,
God.
50 or so more subscribers we need to hit that 1K plateau.
So close. And we're also on our march to 250
Yeah.
episodes, baby.
Mhm.
Like, literally the countdown
Yeah.
has begun. We're almost there.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, I want to talk about it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Now, I'm sorry. We got to go. We got to talk about Magic Order. Closing up shop. Go home, people.